I'm going to be making a video response to Justin Warry on this video that he just put up, and seems like he doesn't like my response. So here's what I wrote. No fancy editing or anything like that, but you can pause and read my response to his video. I think it's pretty clear. And his response, let's see, right there. I didn't say fight the troops. At 101, I say they were manipulated. This is why you needed to have clicked the red link, which takes you here. What do American revolutionaries know? I don't talk of tours of overseas because I do not wish to be a pawn for tyrants. The war is with the type that we are on this. The war is with the types that were on your screen for the last 50 seconds of this pretty video. Please pay more attention. Justin, you have my attention. So again, pause and read. I have no use for all this fancy editing. I'm a firm believer in what they say, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. The more complicated you make it, the less effective your unit or your fire team or your squad are going to be effective. You keep it as simple as possible. That's your first mistake. Now I'm going to set this camera up so I can talk to you. But just another look, make sure you don't miss it. You can pause and read this, because when I come back, I'm going to become very unpopular, and I don't care. Been there all my life. I am a 1%er, and I'll die that way. I didn't come on YouTube for friends or fame or fortune. I came on because I have knowledge that unless you've been in the combat, not a police action, well, Vietnam was a police action, so it wasn't Korea. But I got 2.5 years of being in the bush in Vietnam from 68 to 71. I think I have a little bit more to offer than this person. So stand by, I gotta get reset up. Have faith, simplify. Hi, I'm back. Justin, there's a lot of people like you out here who know just enough to be dangerous. Now, you didn't want to talk about your tours because you didn't want to fall into the tyrant's hands. So does that mean that you did serve in the service or you didn't? Which is it? You ducked the question totally. So let me know about that one. Okay, and you said in your video at 101 to push the red button. Okay, that brought us up to the Matrix, the 9/11 conspiracy, and on the 9/11 thing, yeah, those buildings were brought down by man. There's no other way. I've worked, not with, but I've worked around thermite. And I know what thermite looks like before, during, and after the cut. 9/11 was brought down by thermite. Thermite or thermate. One's military grade, one's industrial. And you show all these pictures of kids. I'm looking at one right now. You got a soldier. He's hugging this baby and he's crying. You know how many times in Vietnam I've done that? Or my friends? This is every war. Every war is the same. In the end, there are no winners. Just those who have less people dead. War is a nasty, nasty thing. Ask any combat vet who's been in a firefight, who has, what the military calls medals. One called the Combat Action Medal. To me, that's the most important one I ever received, because it goes beyond any doubt that you were in a combat situation. Not just one, but a lot. I would like to see yours. You might know it, EXP1. I sent him a bunch of my medals, and he has my only combat action medal. But right there, the second you pause and read it, you'll see combat action medal and some of the others. The list is not up to date. This shows 6. I've got 9. But all these medals Oh, they will get you. They won't even get you a cup of coffee. But what I went through to get them is a lifetime of baggage that I cannot get rid of. Ask any Marine, well, ask anybody who's been in a firefight if they ever want to get in one again. If they say yes, there's something wrong with them. I don't ever want to be in another one. Just to give you a little background on me, in Vietnam, I was shot twice. That's why I do not like the AK-47. They hurt. I got blown up driving a truck. I got bayoneted in my middle of my belly, and I died. When I woke up from after being in bed, the first thing I saw was a black corpsman. That is the day I became prejudice-free, because we are all one. There are no colors. We are people. I'm either the unluckiest or the luckiest surviving Marine that I know. How many people get to die and come back? I don't like it. There's other people on YouTube also that they're doing the same thing you are. And they know, just like you, Justin, enough to be dangerous. If people follow you, they will die. If people follow these other people, they too will most likely die. There's a lot of difference between knowing how to do the stuff, but actually doing it, not thinking about it. Killing, being shot. Unless you've been there, where do you come off being an expert? Lawyers are experts because they have all this book training, all this video watching. Doesn't mean they know how to do their job, but they have a piece of paper saying they do. You talk about equipment. I see a two-tone AR. It's black and gray. I have a problem with that. If it was black and coyote, black and olive drab, I wouldn't have so much of a problem. But your rifle, at nighttime, it's going to be just like a flashlight. it's going to be seen. It violates nature's law. You don't mix black and white or light gray into a night situation. That will get you killed. You talk about assassination of leaders, videotaping it. I can agree on that. But if you take out Obama, the Secret Service, even before they know where the shot came from, they're going to be declaring martial law. And us normal people who are just waiting for the right battle at the right time with leadership will lose, because they will be on us like stink on shit before we even know that a person has assassinated a president, and we will lose our weapons or our lives. That's not very well thought out, Justin. Your equipment has to be bland. It has to match your surroundings. If you can't blend in, you might as well have on a neon coat with a flashlight shining on you. I see all your equipment when you're getting ready to bug out to Bundy's ranch. You carry all that shit for days or weeks at a time. Won't work. Too much gear. In Nam, we became very smart on what to carry, how to carry it with stuff that they give you that you don't need. You got all these side pouches and everything on all these packs and Molly packs and J-frames and all that. We just carried a basic rucksack, and we used a lot of socks. We carried our ammo and socks, our sea rats and socks. A lot of things, because as soon as that sock is empty, it can go in your ruck and you can wear it. You don't have that weight, just that weight of that pouch. In my experience, Vietnam, summer, it'd be nothing to see 110 with 99% humidity for weeks. You carry all that gear, you're not going to be able to carry enough water to keep you from going down from heat stroke. Gear is the most important thing that you have to plan out. There's no right or wrong way to carry gear. It's the way that works for you. And how do you find that? You look at the old timers that have been in country for 8, 10 months, a year, In my case, I spent 2.5 years in the bush. I turned 18 just before I stepped foot on that plane going to Vietnam. On my 3rd day in country, I was up in a place called Phu Bai, about maybe 60 miles southeast of Khe Sanh, real close to the DMZ with North Vietnam. I'm driving around this second Louis who flew over in the same plane as us. And we were bullshitting. I was driving a Jeep. And I heard this crack. I didn't know what it was. So I said, LT, did you? And I looked at him. He didn't have a head. AK-47 has a very distinctive sound when it goes off, especially when it goes off towards you. Needless to say, at 18 years, 5 or 6 days old, I freaked out. I puked. I went into shock because of what I saw. Marine Corps boot camp, as good as it is, does not prepare you for that. And that is what you're going to have to get used to. Running around in the woods making believe you're playing war games isn't going to make it. Look what's going on at Bundy's. You got a power trip going on. You got 2 or 3 factions who all want to be in charge. And no one has any idea how to set up a command post. I still don't think to this day that they have a dedicated medical facility. You got the Oath Keepers and militias and independents. They all want to be captain of the boat. You got people negotiating what to do. A leader does not negotiate. He tells you. If you don't do it in the military, you're transferred to a place that God forgot about, or you're locked up, or you find yourself on permanent point duty. That in itself is a way to get rid of shitbirds. Keep them on point. It's only a matter of time before somebody takes out the point man. Two types of point men. You got the shitbirds, and you got the ones that are out there that know their job, and you trust your life to him because he knows his shit. And that only comes from experience. Justin, I really appreciate your enthusiasm. We need more of it, but it's being pointed out in the wrong way. Unless you've done the walk and done the talk, or have worn the boots I have worn, you really shouldn't put your word out there as gospel. I have tried to stay away from this, but what I saw in that video of yours, that's going to incite people to get killed, and I don't want innocent people to die on a jerk reaction to a video. It's not meant to put you down. My response was to wake you up. Again, I don't know how to do all that fancy editing. Push this red, push this blue. No. Just keep it simple. Save lives. That's it. And I hope that the rest of you who watch this know who I'm talking about when I say there are others out there. I will not push my opinion. There's two ways I'm going to die. One, I'm either going to die in bed. Two, I'm going to die with my boots on, with my rifle in my hand, and maybe have an extra couple pairs of depends so that somebody can change my diaper. I'm old. I've paid my dues. I know of which I speak. Am I right 100% of the time? Hell no. No one is. I'm not even going to pretend to be right 100%. That'd be a lie and an injustice to anybody who watches this. I learn every day. I have forgotten more than what most of you young puppies would. And puppies is not a bad thing. It just means younger guy. I have forgotten probably more than you have learned. And that's why there are people at my age who are still alive. If you ask, we will tell you to the best of our ability and with as much truth as we can. So if you saw my post, there's a threat to you. You didn't read it right. Like, click on the red at 101. Click on the blue at 2:15 or whatever it was. I just believe in keeping it simple. This is probably going to make it worse, but I got thick skin. Bring it on. Hope this straightened things out. Hope you've learned. You ask me a question, I'll answer it. If you come at me like you're a snotty ass punk, I'll delete you. I don't need it. I'm 64 and I've fought more battles. I don't need it anymore. I'm just here trying to do a job that's going to save some lives. And with that, I say adieu. This old Marine is gone.